Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for clicking on that. Means a lot to you guys keep clicking. If you guys keep clicking, I'll keep making. And today I wanted to give someone who's deserving of a blank has lost their mind video, one that's been coming for a while, for about 2 years. And that's Gabby from Survivor David vs. Goliath. Yes, this is the girl that cried about literally everything on the show. I'll give you like a little montage of her crying if I feel like making one. You guys get the point. She's basically a child. And her Twitter page definitely matches that childlike description, with her opinions being annoying, just to say the least. But on top of that, just being unfair, straight up. She's attacked Jonathan for having dreads. On top of that, she loves to go after people, but never likes to become at by other people. So she's very hypocritical. And I think she really is like the epitome of what a blank has lost their mind video should be. If you haven't already, like, share, subscribe if you're new, because it's free, it's easy, and it really helps the channel out. All right, so in the first tweet that we're going to talk about is her commenting on the episode 9 of Survivor 42 when Jonathan said, "That's saying that I'm subconsciously racist." And she says that it's ironic because it's coming from a white guy with dreads, and that Marianne and Drea having to comfort Jonathan in a time of their distress is ... which, by the way, is not a complete thought at all. But of course, I would expect nothing less from Gabby. So first thing that's completely wrong with this: why is it a notable thing to mention that it's a white guy with dreads? Like, I don't understand. How is that subconsciously racist to have dreads as a white guy? Are you saying that that's cultural appropriation? Because if so, obviously the argument makes itself against that. I mean, it's just common sense. And if she's saying that he has dreads because he's racist, it makes zero sense on top of that. And the even dumber part of the tweet is the second half, where she says that it's very, very bad that Drea and Marianne have to comfort Jonathan in a time of their distress. No, they have to explain their argument when they accuse someone of racism. Oh my God, how horrible when you accuse me of something that today is literally considered a crime in social society, and for good reason. You can't just accuse me of that and walk away. One of the biggest privileges that we have in our legal system is your ability to face your accuser. And this is a perfect example of the importance of that. You can't just throw out nonsense with no repercussions for lying like this or making a bad argument. You have to rationalize your point, especially if you're going to try and tarnish somebody's name like this by calling them a literal racist. And yes, she didn't say he was a racist, but she definitely insinuated it with her actions. And for me, that's a big deal. And it is a big deal. And so for her to get offended on Drea and Marianne's behalf because Jonathan asked and clarified if he was a racist, and this was Drea and Marianne having to comfort him, no, he's making them prove their point that he's a racist. And if they have evidence and facts, this shouldn't be a problem. But of course, they didn't. This next tweet is something that I wish I had on hand every single time a woke person says that they don't see color, they don't see race. No, you do. You purposely see race, but only in the situations that you want to. For an example here, Gabby retweets Erica's tweet, which is two Canadian women of color winners in a row. I love the new era, crying emoji, heart emoji. And again, I might do an Erica has lost her mind video. We'll see. But she retweets this, liking this, saying that this is a good thing. I don't really know why it matters. I don't understand. I was always raised to not look at color, to not look at gender, look at who the person is, in this case, who they are as a player and a character. And I think when you just value their race and their gender, you're taking away not only from their game, but from all the other games within this season. I think it's harmful not only to the game itself as a whole, but specifically to that season. In this next tweet, she says, "I'm very soft, please do not honk at me. If you honk at me, you will hurt my feelings. However, I get to honk at anyone I want, thank you." Again, I think, although this may be a joke, I think it's a perfect encapsulation of who she is, right? She wants to be the victim when it's convenient for her. She wants to be able to hide behind and follow others when it's right for her. But then when she wants to be an independent, strong woman, she's always been that her whole life. On top of that, she wants to cry and be a victim. But then when it's her time to do great things, oh, well, no, it was all along. I had it in me. The whole time, it was all me. No. And this is why I say it's very convenient to be a victim. It's very convenient. And people always say, what? No, it's the exact opposite. Being a victim is a bad thing. You're being oppressed. But no, being a victim is in a way being an underdog. And when you're an underdog, no one has any expectations from you. So if you ever fail, you have that to fall back on. You have a perfect excuse as to why you didn't succeed. And for me, that's a horrible way to live your life. It doesn't really set any goals from you. It doesn't put you in a spot where you have any urgency as far as what you need to do in life. And I feel like Gabby encapsulates this mindset of I'm a victim until I'm not a victim anymore. And it's only when it's convenient for her. She loves that victim role as much as she says that she hates being oppressed. Oh my God, I'm so oppressed and I hate it. You love it, Gabby. You love it. Then we have this tweet, which is really the dumbest of all of her tweets. She says, daring to be vulnerable, speaking up about race and gender on national TV, wearing her heart on her sleeve, yet still being ambitious, measured and self-aware, all while having fun and being kind and hilarious, and playing a badass strategical game. Hashtag Survivor. And she's referencing Marianne. So I have so many problems with this. I think it's so wrong in many ways. Not only is it wrong, but she knows it's wrong and she's trying to hide that with her language. First of all, daring to be vulnerable. The entirety of Twitter wants you to do so. You yourself were going to support her if she did that. So no, it's not daring. Daring is the guys who fucking stormed the beach on D-Day. That's daring. This isn't daring. This is you tweeting, you saying on the show a social issue that you know is going to gain you a ridiculously large Twitter fan base, all while having fun and being kind and hilarious and playing a badass strategic game. I mean, she was kind, she was fun. I don't know about hilarious. She was not that funny. And if she was funny, it was because we were laughing at her, not with her. And playing a badass strategic game. She had one decent move. I'll give her that. It wasn't really her move. It was more of like her being involved in the move. She was on the right side of the numbers for the last 3 or 4 votes of the post-merge, but the entire pre-merge, she was in it next to go, played a horrible pre-merge social game to the point where they almost voted her out first over Mariah, bro. Like Mariah. And then at the merge, for the first couple of votes, she was on the bottom every single time and was offered up by her tribe in that like 3 tribe kind of bring everybody together 8-person alliance. She was offered up by Jonathan to go home. So I don't really see the badass strategic game, but maybe I'm just blind. But what do you guys think? Are you guys huge Gabby fangirls? Let me know down below in the comments. As always, none of this happens without you guys. Without you guys, I'm sure we're guys being a weird microphone. So as always, thank you. If that's what I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Peace.